Okay. So this is Dokapon Monster Hunter. I don't really know anything about this game or the series. This was, as far as I can tell, this was the first one in the series released in the West. But there was like 4 or 5 games before this that never left Japan. It looked like a single-person JRPG kind of game. So, let's give it a try. The story begins in the city of Paponga, on Dokano Island, which is famous for its ruins. When a Paponga boy turns 11 years old, he can take a test to become an adventurer. Adventurers are those who seek legendary treasure and phantom material in the dungeons of ruins around the world. Being an adventurer is very dangerous. Not everyone can do it. Only those who pass a difficult test can get an adventurer's license. With high hopes, the boy goes to 3A, the Paponga Office of Adventurers. So I had no control over that text. And they threw some names at me. I had to read fast, so I probably got some of that wrong. What? Going somewhere? Alright, today is your birthday, isn't it? How does it feel to be 11 years old? He does not... There is no way he is 11. Ha ha ha, no change. Finally you become an adventurer. A little crybaby becomes an adventurer. As an old friend, I worry about you. Haha, I worry too much? Of course, you are a real man. Ha ha ha. Okay. Do your best on the test. So you're taking the test at last. The adventurer's job is a romantic one, chasing after many things, no? I'm chasing love and romance myself. Hey, you'll be an adventurer. Someday when you get good equipment, we can fight in the arena. Where is this arena? I see, an adventurer. It's good to have a purpose in life. Try hard to make your dreams come true. Hey, you're an adventurer. No, not yet. That's the point of the test. Cool. Okay. Hi, you came. Finally, you're 11. You've reached that age. Oops, sorry. Here, write your name on this adventurer test application form. After that, Jacob will tell you about the test. Okay, that's a pretty generic name. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Okay, you filled out the application. I'm going to talk about this year's test. You will go to the mine in the mountains, behind the town to get diamond. Sound like fun? It does sound like fun, but for a kid like you, it might be difficult. First of all, I hear that there is a dangerous monster in the mine. Are you really okay? Really, you're a big man. Of course, if you don't want to go, the game won't advance. Okay. So go even if it scares you, silly. The mine is located straight out of town. Before you go, say goodbye to the townspeople. You might not make it back safely. Ha ha ha, just joking. Well, hope you pass and good luck. Okay, finally I have control. Huh. So I guess the diary is saving. Flash. Okay. I should probably leave it on normal in case there's more of that auto text. A junk secondhand knife, cheap and dull. But it's clearly a sword. Okay. Well, it looks like there's... I don't have the manual to this handy, but it looks like there's some kind of rock, paper, scissors system here. Okay. See how that's even suggested in the ability names there. No monsters. Do you have any skills? Well, apparently I can have a partner. Maybe I can... Does this have the entire list of 176? I guess that's kind of nice, so you can see what things do. Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's a rock, paper, scissors system. Okay. Looks like I have 2 more slots. I hold 30 items. I can run. It's a weird grid system. Oh, he will keep running in the direction I point him. Interesting. Today she has to make up her mind. It's either him or me. Well, I want to take the test to be an adventurer. Okay. My name is Gustav. I joined the master to make equipment. Now I'm still a trainee, but I will make my entrance glorious. Seems that he wants to join us too. He reminds me of myself. My name is Caleb. I want to be Tobias' apprentice. I'll keep begging and begging until I become his apprentice. Hey, it's Fox. I'm busy now. I'll come back later. This is giving me Mystery Dungeon vibes, but I know the battle system is like more like a JRPG. What should I cook today? Left arena, right church. Okay. This does not look like a church. Hello. How can I help you? Are you serious? Become a criminal and they'll hunt you down. So you can just attack people. Okay. Wow, I do not have a lot of money for these items. Okay. It looks like there's... Each item is individually stacked. Hi, how can I help you? A catapult. What? Oh, I have to hold select to see it. There's no stats on the basic sword. Interesting. I don't know why there's 2 shields, unless they can break. They don't seem to have different abilities. Well, I probably want to buy some items rather than equipment. These recover items recover a lot more than I have, so depending on how much I gain per level, these could last me quite a while. Oh, they still have the 8 slots, even though I bought one. Whatever. Hopefully it's not a limited inventory. Oh, there goes my money. Drats, only I got found. I'm playing hide and seek. Where did the other two go? Wondering. Which way should I go to get to the arena? Dude, there's a sign over there that tells you. The girl at the church is quite cute. Is she waiting for someone? Wait. Fox's houses? I have multiple houses? Doesn't look like it. Why do I need this if I have it in my menu? There's a bank shaped like a kiwi. Huh. Okay, so there's item storage and money storage. Okay, and I have different outfits here. So yeah, this is really giving me Mystery Dungeon vibes. I can store weapons and or items and money. Left is the church, right is the ranch. Down here is the ranch. Okay. Why do we have a sign for that if she's just going to tell me? Hi, Fox. Your exam will start soon. Can you manage, you little... Wow. Ha ha ha, just joking. Can I take that hammer up there? Oh, hello. My best asset is my health. Okay. I thought I just went to an item shop. Oh, this isn't an item shop. This is a bar. Hey, you're so cute. He's supposed to be 11. What the hell? Hey, kids can't be here alone, right? No. Hey, kids can't drink. Squeak, squeak. Why is he squeaking? Hey, you. If you know this face, you are a dumb... What? This old fellow used to be a D-ranked adventurer. I'm just an E-rank. Instead of adventuring, I just sit around. Yeah, and people don't move unless I move. So yeah, this has got to be some kind of Mystery Dungeon thing. When I was young, I went all over the world. Yep. Young fella, do you want to be an adventurer? Well, let me show you something wonderful. Cover 1 is in hand. I need to adjust the volume. Does that mean he gave me an item? He did, okay. Alright, I'll take it. Do I have a button to just pass? I do not. Wow. Old man sleeping with a pipe in his mouth. I'll drink a lot today. Now let me go. Can you stop your stupid husband? What? I don't have one. I will not let him have her. She must be with me. Okay. Hi. Okay. Apparently the cat talks. Hey, from here on is my garden. You can go in, but nothing is there. How do I get there then? You're blocking the path. I don't know. Well, I want to take the test to be an adventurer. Okay, that's the adventurer place. So I can't get to that shack or that old man because that woman is blocking the way to her garden. These two are late. What two? Am I waiting for them in the wrong place? Okay. Translation is not great. Have you come to pray? I have too. Let peace be with us. I said this prayer but I wonder if there's a God. Here's the place tired adventurers wake up. All items they had disappear, and some quit their adventuring because of the shock. I would say so, yeah. That would be... So, you lose everything if you die. Just, I guess, store stuff you don't need. To avoid this, take this with you. Revival is in hand, okay? I am a priest. If you get knocked out during your adventure, I can do something for you. Shh. They will find me. Please go away. Ta-da, you can't find me so easily. Okay. Can I tell that girl what those two are? No, I can't. Okay. So the NPCs seem to be pretty static. Well, I guess let's check out the ranch. Maybe get more free items. Hello. This is the ranch where you can temporarily store the monsters you catch. That might make you think, so what? Relax, I'm just telling you, okay? It's under construction, come back later. Okay. So there's a monster catching aspect. That's probably what the partners are. Did I go in here? I did not go in here. Welcome. This is Mayor Louis' house. He's Paponga's the mayor. The translation is pretty bad. My fox, finally the day has come. Your father, Stephen, was a great adventurer. Jacob, him, and I used to explore the world. One day he said, I'm going out, and he never came back. He's a tough one, but he loves his adventures. His blood is in your veins, and so you must be excited at having the chance to go and explore. Well, as your senior, I'll give you some advice. It's a little long. Do you care to listen? Sure. The battle is a turn system with a command selection. Selectable commands are attack or defense, item, and escape. Attack and defense will be the most useful, of course. When you select these commands, the skill you can use will be displayed. The skill consists of one of three attributes, rock, paper, or scissors. I've already figured that out. They work in the same way as the game by the same name. For example, if Fox attacks with rock and the opponent defends with scissors, Fox wins since rock beats scissors. On the other hand, if the opponent defends with paper, Fox loses and no damage is given to the enemy. If both have stone, it's a draw and another command must be thrown. Be careful not to draw because the skill you offer may get cancelled. If you want to damage an opponent, choose the basic skill attack to the weapon. If you are continuously defended by opponent, you may have to trick them. I said too much. Do you want more advice? Sure. Let me tell you about two more commands. The item command is, as the name suggests, it is a command to use items you have. You can use it for either attack or defense, but for offense you won't be able to attack. For defense, if you are not faster than your opponent, you can only use it after you are attacked. The escape command is just what it is. If you are slower than your opponent, you cannot escape during defense, but during attack you can run away. Oops, I almost forgot to say something important. When you run, you lose items. Jeez. So be careful if the items are precious. How? This is all the advice I can give for now. I hope you become a great adventurer. Does that mean I lose all the items, or an item? Work, work. We are twin sisters. Oh, we're so busy. We look like working sisters and sound so cute. Sure. And we're so busy. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything else in town. Unless there's something to the left out here. completely off screen, and it didn't load the next area. Interesting. Up ahead is the arena, where you can change items and fight. Want to fight soon. Before I can, I need to find some friends. So this is probably like a multiplayer thing. Fox inscribed in stone. When life is exhausting, the way to eternity is open. What? The arena is great. Sure. Whenever you come, I am excited. I got item storage here too. Mumble. I'm trying to concentrate. Leave me alone. From here, you have to check in at fight reception before you can advance. Okay. Welcome. I'm Mary from fight reception. Ready for this stuff? No. Get your toolbox and come back. What toolbox? Welcome. I'm Quant from exchange reception. Are you ready to exchange? Sure. Can I keep it in my diary? Sure. Yep. Okay. You can give up now. Okay, give up now. Okay. Yeah, so this is link cable stuff, so we won't be able to do anything with that. I can go completely off screen. That's weird. Okay, I don't think there was anything else in town. Alright. Let's try this first dungeon. Also just realized there's another... Okay, so that just shows me all my current stats. I don't know if the dungeons are going to actually be random. But everything in this feels like a mystery dungeon. Do I have a map? I do have a map. Okay. I don't know what that does. I suppose I don't need a pass if the enemies are in like a JRPG battle system. What the... Okay, they are not. No, okay. Okay, I can see what he's got. He only has a rock move. Interesting. So that I could just hit him with a paper move and win? That's not gonna kill him. Okay. 1 experience and 5 money. That's a pretty lazy money. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, no, I don't know what I'm thinking. I was thinking that I could just go back out, but no, this is a mystery dungeon. I wonder if I can go... if I can leave from the stairs. Or if I can only leave from certain floors. Okay. He's only got a scissors move, so I can hit him with a rock move, and he wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And my... okay. So yeah, that doesn't matter. I just gotta use the basic attack. Only 3 experience for level 2. Okay. Huh. Shield discovered. What? Okay. So it's randomized on pickup. Interesting. I saw a curse in there. So I could just randomly be cursed opening chests. I guess that makes sense, but like the very first floor of the very first dungeon to throw that at me? Okay. So I could defend with paper. He did not use... Yeah, he did not use his, rock attack. Okay. Not everything needs to be... whatever. The next time I see an enemy, I should see if there's a... Okay, there is a pass button. I just can't do it in town. Maybe I can, but not when I'm facing a person. Anyways. Really? Okay, so your equipment can also level up. I already have that? No, I'm not gonna take that. An item harder. I'll still try defending with paper. Yeah, I should just do a regular defense then. Ow, did quite a bit more damage. Oh! It shows the enemies too. Interesting. I doubt that many were still on the floor, so they must respawn. What's he got for attacks? The shield suffers enemy attack. Does the shield have its own? Huh. Okay. Well, that would be nice to have. Escape with no risk. No, I'm going to take Defender. Actually, I'm not going to take anything. Those are pretty good basic skills. Okay, and I get fully healed on level up. There's another enemy in there. So we got stronger again. Okay. Oh, I see. They have experience there. So then I wonder if I have to actually defend to get shield experience. Can I see how much experience I need? Oh, I can. It's not a lot. My internet's been pretty bad today. So wait. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, I was getting this right. It's like something that's like rock block. Sounds like it's going to block rock attacks. I have no idea what Earth 1 even is. I can look that up, apparently. I see. So they don't even have... So their only actual attack is basic. I guess let's try the next floor. Yeah, they definitely respawn. That's not what I typically expect from a mystery dungeon game. Only enemies can drop items. What? Flies past enemy allies harm. What? Well, it's better than a half hit, whatever. I have no idea what that allies harmed means. Alright, hit level 4. I am going to go ahead and turn off battle animation. See, there's not really much to battle. I can save in the middle of the dungeon. Interesting. That is also not what I expect from Mystery Dungeon. This is pretty forgiving. Yeah, it seems like I have to actually block attacks to build up my shield. Wow, I do a lot of damage now. No, I don't. I just have to defend. Okay. Okay, so it... Oh, wow. stuff becomes super valuable with a few level ups. Jeez. But how do I change equipment then? No, I'm not done. Okay, interesting. I want to try to build that one up too. Get a ton of money when I go back and sell one of them. Antidote. Alright. Stronger. So assume that's like the harder item. I wonder if the enemies have gotten a boost on just one more floor. Wood shield. Okay. So arms will let me more easily compare stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this shield on for a bit, build it up, so I can sell it when I get back to town. Then probably use the wood shield. Actually, I might sell both shields. Depends on how long I'm in here, I guess. Okay, so there are new enemies. I don't know if they're going to be harder. Okay, sure. Looks quite a bit tougher, actually. Nope. Okay, game. That is, yeah, about time. I probably should have built up a little more. And I'm poisoned. Exactly what I was trying to defend against, and it just doesn't care. That is a tremendous waste. Okay, a bat. That's not a bat. What? Okay. It'd be nice if I could actually leave the dungeon. Go ahead and heal. It's not what that looked like, sure. Just literally gonna kill a guy. Wow, okay. He has like no health. So if I use an ability, like a buff, and they use a block against it, would that mean that it cancels my buff? I'm gonna keep using it, because if he uses that sleep attack, I'm done. I don't know. Shield also got stronger. Okay. I definitely don't want to go down another floor yet. I don't know why I can't just leave the dungeon. It might be every 5 floors. That's also pretty typical. If there's this big of a change in the enemies in one floor, then I don't want to do that yet. Up? What is up? What does up mean? I suppose I can check. I think it was an attack. Oh, I thought it was going to go down by a page, but nope. It's all the way to the bottom. No, there it is. Up. That's just an all-around buff. Okay. That's fair for enemies on the second floor to have. I mean, he's a potato, but... So it looks like they're guaranteed damage. Huh. He's not really much stronger. Oh, these things are bad. I don't have any more antidotes. If I get poisoned, that's it. I think I already have both of those. I do already have both of those. That's not what I wanted to do. kind of want another level or two before I go down. Unfortunately, the only thing in front of me is a slime. That's bad. Of course he does. There we go. Sleep is bad, but I have nothing to take care of poison anymore. I have to be able to one-shot him now. Yeah. Because if I lose absolutely everything, if I die, then how are you supposed to progress? It's like I can't just come in here and get a little bit of money to get new equipment or something. I literally get nothing. That's pretty rough. Wait, what? Nope. That's not what nope, not doing that. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted. I'm not taking poison. I cannot do anything about poison. Well, I think I'm technically strong enough for the next floor. But again, if there's something with poison, there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, advance to exit area. Does that mean I leave the area? What? No, apparently not. Let's get rid of the slime first. Alright. Okay, nothing else here looks too dangerous. No, I wasn't. Really, game? I can't even buy antidotes. Billy! Oh my god! I can't even buy antidotes, so it's not like I could prepare for anything. Oh, there's an item there too. Why don't you just pick it up after the battle? Unless poison wears off, which would be nice, but unlikely. don't know what downer is. Probably a debuff. Gonna do a basic defense. Yeah. It doesn't matter because I can one-shot him. I should be able to one-shot everything here. Of course, I'm going to die from the poison eventually. Okay, that's new. He can also just run away. Okay. Shell shield. Okay. Take a look at that. Okay. Oh, that I need. Yes. So I'm going to be equipping the wood shield. But that would also be really nice. So no, I'm going to be equipping the shell shield. No, don't leave the menu. Why don't you just sort them for me, game? But now I actually have to get to a defense phase to get rid of that. Curse off. Well, I shouldn't die from the poison because I have plenty of healing items. It would be nice if I could actually get rid of the poison though. Wow, that's really... Yeah, it's not going to go away. That could be bad. Sure. Oh, interesting. If they leave, they drop stuff too. I'm not done in the menu game. And I took poison damage going back into the menu. Whoop. That would be pretty good. I'm not gonna switch to it though. Oh. I'd lose about 4 attack. I think I'll try it. I don't know what the point of saving mid-dungeon is, though. Because apparently it's going to auto-save for whatever happens. That defeats the purpose. Let's see. It's a paper move. I don't know that he's got a way to defend against that. No, I'm not going to try again. Oh, that is shitty. No, that is really shitty. I'm not. That is the same turn. just to make me keep taking damage. No. Finally got rid of poison. That is extra shitty. If you use the same move, the turn isn't over, but you still take poison damage. And now he drops an antidote. Oh my god. Sure. Light up. Recover from blackout. Okay. So it's a blind cure. That was a great item I had once. They did the exact same thing with poison. I do not like that that leaves the menu, because I have to waste a turn going back into the menu. Which is pretty bad with poison, as we've seen. Of course he did. I would like to see what any of this stuff does. Wow, okay, so that's still an attack. Good. Took away Homer. Sure. I suppose I don't need both recovery and transfer. No, I'll keep both of them. Because it's still situational that the enemy could stop me from healing myself. What does the Homer do? Oh, thank you! Oh my god. Return back to town. Just straight up damage. That's not a snake. Why do they have these sprites? This could be bad. Although, if I go back to town, I might just heal everything. I no longer have the blocking abilities. That's great. I mean, this will still block it. So it does answer my question that if I use like a buff, like if I use Defender and he uses a paper ability, that will stop me from using Defender. Okay. Well, sleep is... yeah. Yeah, okay. then I don't need to keep. So I did not need to keep that shield abilities just because they're specific for those attacks. They do nothing but block those attacks, and using them blocks the attacks anyways. Oh, I meant to actually check what abilities he had. 2 different defenders, okay? And one of them can just straight up cancel this. So I might as well just attack, because I'm not going to be able to get through. He's either going to make me re-roll, or just cancel my attack. Half hit does not sound very good to me, so I'm going to take the buff. Have to be patient until he wakes up. Okay. Oh my god! These freaking traps. I'm not wasting another antidote. If it's that minor 2. Okay. This shit again. I'm gonna keep doing it. This game is really just right away pissing me off. It's not well designed or programmed to just throw this shit at you immediately. Yeah, I'm quit doing that. I'm just done here. Okay, so that does answer that question. I am no longer poisoned when I get back to town. Let's see. I don't really want to waste this revival item, so I'm just going to store it. I know it would be really handy to have, but I also feel like it's just going to be wasted. Okay, got a lot of recover items. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Alright. Back to storing crap. I don't know if I should sell or store the buff items. If they have to be used in battle, that's really bad, because I'm wasting a turn. Like other Mystery Dungeon games, or roguelikes, whatever. I think this still falls under the Mystery Dungeon subgenre. But yeah, anyways, other games you can use buffs outside of battle. Because, I mean, everything is a battle, technically. Since I can just straight up lose everything, I'm going to store stuff that I've already worked on. I'm going to sell one of these shields, and I think I am going to sell the buff items. And then, I guess, store my money. Why would I be able to attack random NPCs? Yeah, that's worth a lot of money. Just getting a couple levels on something is a great way to make money, apparently. Okay, no, I guess I'm not going to sell them. They're not worth as much as I thought they would be. Now, if they sell... Now you sell antidotes. Why didn't you sell them before I went in? Okay. Also, would be really nice if they sold the items returned to town. Huh. That does not sound worth it. It's bamboo, okay. Huh. Well, I thought maybe that they could have like different stats, but apparently not. When you find them, they have base stats, I guess. Yeah. A flower shield. That might be handy to just have and store in case I die and lose this shield. I would still have something with recovery on it. I think I will do that. That would be super nice if I could just arrange my inventory instead of having to move items one at a time. Okay. At least when I'm actually arranging it, remembers that option. So I don't have to worry about accidentally using something. Oh, I can just pick an empty slot. Okay. Alright. Now, store my money. What? 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 Why can't I put money in? What? I can't put money in. Okay. This defeats the purpose. There's so many stupid decisions in this game. Okay, so he could block me from using that. No, he's not a strong enemy regardless, so I'll try it. Get a few extra items from these things. So it looks like when I thought that I saw curse in the roulette, it was curse off. Although it still would not surprise me if they could just randomly curse me when I opened a chest. If I say no, does he put it down? You just don't get it. Wow. I don't know, what am I thinking? Paper, Beast, Rock. Yeah, so I just win regardless on them. It's a free healing. I am going to build up this new shield, because that is a really good way to make money. Wait a minute. There is an auto sort. Oh my god. Press start and it automatically sorts things. Okay. Sure. So I think I just need to go through a defense phase to build up the shields. Okay, so he could cancel my pirate. He did not. Okay. Speeder. Alright, another buff item. There's not really any reason to not do that. Okay. Just the basic defense. Yeah, they're guaranteed 1 damage. Swallow. Oh, protect 50% chance of additional damage. That's pretty good. I think let's get rid of the speed up. Shield got stronger. Alright. don't think it matters. Other than escape, I'll still block the attack. I think I'm okay on regular healing items for now. That's not what I want. Oh. Somehow I didn't notice the stairs. Oh, a lot of enemies in here. That's not what the map told me. Okay, slowly working on my my shield to sell it. I don't think this is worth using on him. I'm gonna kill him regardless. Alright, I'm ready for the next floor. Of course there's a slime. I also don't need to. I also need to use that. I'll try it. I didn't know if it would actually do an additional attack regardless. It might. Extra sword. An oak shield. The recovery item. I'm actually getting close to full. Okay, that's a really good one to have too. At least one more level on this shield would be good to sell. Yeah, let's try that. I definitely want to steal from him. He can block it, but he has the homers. There we go. Yeah, so I have a quick way back out if I need it. Shield's worth a fair amount. I want to switch to the oak shield. It'd also be a good one to have built up a bit. I should actually save. I wonder if there's actual bosses in this Alright. Good to always have an extra one of those. Okay. No, this isn't going to do anything to him, but it will block him from burgling. I was going to kill him. Okay. Yeah, get rid of that. Barely saw him standing there. I should probably save. Trapper. Monster catching trap. Huh. Worth a lot of money too. But I can't use the branch yet. Yeah, sure. I think I want to get rid of. Sure. Compass. If I had to guess, it's a map reveal? No. Okay. And I am almost full. I have way too many recover items. Yeah, they keep trying to burgle. Oh, now I'm full on items. Okay. I was not expecting to get so full so soon. But I did steal a ton of... Yeah, I did steal a ton of healing items on the first floor. Looks like enemies respawn pretty quick. A lot of enemies in here. Let's see what kind of information the diary has on monsters. It has their exact stats. That's pretty handy. Huh. 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Yep. Nope. I'm getting really tired of poison. I don't want to. I'll probably steal antidotes, but I just want to kill them. Okay, got a speeder. I do not have the inventory for it. Don't leave the menu. I'm not done in the menu. Okay, weird. Does that, since I have that set, does it auto sort that way then? Doesn't seem like it. It's weird. Why am I fighting the weaker enemies now instead of the stronger ones? That knife is getting really strong. That's worth a ton of money now. I almost feel like switching to the sword and building it up to sell it. I think that would be okay. I should be strong enough regardless. Did look like a significant damage hit, though. Defense buff really helped him out. No idea what Ender does. I probably should have looked that up. Probably actually needed that attack buff to one-shot him. lot of enemies in the big rooms. Okay. I wonder if that's random. Like, can I like save before getting to the battle and then trying to grind out a different skill for the weapon or something? I don't think I need to worry about it. Oh, I can move an angle. Okay. How's the sword doing? Another level would be worth selling. Okay, I don't know how he got ahead of me. Almost everything so far has been one turn for every two of mine. Oh, they've already refilled this room. I should probably actually leave again and store and sell stuff. I'd really like to know what floors I can leave on, though. The shield got better, too. Okay. I am going to switch back to the shell shield. Be a slight defense penalty, slight hit to defense. Yeah, switch back to the knife. I'll use another one of these, free up another slot. Okay. Oh, is that the check? Because he always tries to burgle me. And this is the floor that starts having a ton of traps. right? Yeah. Either I block him or he has to roll again. So he doesn't get to do anything because I'm faster than him. That does not bode well for me in the future. I think that's full inventory again. It is. Okay. Let's see if I can actually use these outside of battle. I can. And there's no indication that it's doing anything. Okay. Okay, something new. Rock over. Huh. Oh. Try blackout. Oh, so other things do damage in addition to their effect. That only does the effect. Okay, so I have to use scissors. What? Why do I have darkness now? Oh my god, get rid of the status effect. I don't care if he has it. This game has some really stupid decisions in it. Okay. It's trying to walk at an angle. Okay, another new enemy. 1/3 hit. Okay, still one-shot it. Another level up. It seems like I'm definitely going to need to increase my speed every level for a bit. Okay. So it does look like it's auto-arranging now. Huh. Well, okay. So sometimes it's auto-arranging. It's pushing things to the top, at least. Whatever. So far, no traps. Last time the third floor was just covered in them. That's not a bat. Okay. I've not gotten any message about that heart array use wearing off. Okay, I've got a lot of speeders. I might as well use some of them. So it wore off and didn't tell me it wore off. Okay. What? Force an enemy to surrender. Huh. The attack seal... I want to... Since transfer could just straight up fail, recovery is a better healing ability. Okay, I do not know if I'm ready for the next floor. I can't imagine I'm too far off, though. I have some items to return back to town if it gets rough. So the only enemy so far that actively chases me is the slime. It is easily the enemy I want to see the least. Okay, so that was the end. So I could have finished this last time I was here. Sure. Fox found Diamond. Is there a boss fight? There's a boss fight. Hey, wait a minute. Who do you think you are trying to carry away What? Diramond? Without my permission? First speak to me, Mr. Bossmole, and straighten things out. What? The exam for adventurer? Are you really this year's candidate? Jacob tells me that... But you're such a little shrimp, aren't you? That's right, I'm in charge of this year's exam. If you can beat me and do it well, you pass the exam. I'll give you that Diamond. Then let's start the exam. Come and get it. Okay. Let's try that. I don't know what poker is. Flash probably blinds me. Okay, so that's not a... Okay, that's not an attack type. That's weird. Maybe that just means I can't use it? Or whatever I want to protect against Flash. We'll try Swallow again. There we go. It did not hit him a second time. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying this. Just hit him with Slash. Not a hard boss. I think I was over leveled for that. Fox got Diamond. Was I just reading that wrong from the beginning? Or did they just decide to change that after he said it wrong? I don't know. Hey, Fox. Did you really beat Boss Mole? Of course, he was a C-rank adventurer. I think it's too early for you to be an adventurer. I got Boss Mole to try to make you give up. Hey, Boss Mole, you lost to this kid. Either you let him win, or you're getting old. Shut up. You really think I'd take a dive on a 3A job? Don't treat me like I'm some kind of old goat, like yourself. What? I can fight with the best. And you're pretty cheeky for an animal. An animal is coming from a muscle-bound gorilla. Ridiculous. The only thing I can read in there is ox. I don't know what the rest of that is supposed to be. Swears, I assume. And more of it. In front of an 11-year-old. Oh, it's okay. There's a heart. They're actually really close. I didn't need to know that. Now, Fox has passed the adventurer's exam with flying colors. He's about to embark on a wonderful adventure-filled future. Once again, congratulations. Okay, you have a job to do. This mission is from Tobias the blacksmith. Okay, let me tell you what to do. The mission, his daughter Ali went to the forest. Here's that in the forest, even during the day, strange characters are wandering around. We'll be back soon, but just in case, ask 3A to get one extra man to protect his daughter. That's it. Since Ali is your childhood friend, I think that this is a perfect first mission. Good luck. Okay. Hey, you passed the test for an E ranking. Isn't that great? You become an adventurer at last. Whee! So many jobs to do, but I haven't got my license yet. I wish I did. Wanted crew brave folks. 3 meals, daily siesta, paradise awaits you. Details from Dokapon Castle. You know it's good. We're waiting for you, Dokapon King. Okay. Wanted game developer, job by replacement condition. Experience preferred. Salary negotiable. Other, I want to go home. Detail from Ken of AOA. Okay. Wanted D-rank adventurer, job. Diamond. Look, and it's misspelled differently here again. Just like proofread your script, guys. Salary percentage. Other includes food. Those who are interested call miners. Wanted A-rank adventure. Job guard. Target. Dokapon Island. Salary high. Other risks death. Details from Mark Richmond family butler. Okay. sort of like a... It's not really a quest system, apparently. It's just the thing I gotta do for this chapter, or whatever. Okay. Does the blacksmith actually do anything? The new guy is ready. As an old hand, I should help out. But you know how the boss is. Do I? Okay, I can sort this too. I guess I technically don't need this anymore. I don't need a lot of stuff I put in here. Here, a couple antidotes. Probably only one curse off. I definitely don't need all these buffs. I'm gonna keep a Homer sword. I'll talk to the rancher after this. I'm gonna hang on to the trapper. I'm just gonna... Oh, I'll keep a compass sword. Okay, I don't think I need anything else. Alright. Sell the buffs. Hey Fox, Allie hasn't come home yet. I'm worried about her and cannot do much of. So, a whole other dungeon where I can't use whatever the blacksmith does. Hi, I asked the boss to make me an apprentice. I said I will do my best, but I wonder what he will think. Alright, sell... Yeah, I don't need the flower shield anymore. Might hang on to the stronger. Sell the extra compass. I actually don't think I need that at all. So the sword built up. The shield I built up. I'm gonna store the oak shield. I probably should have done that last time I was... Bait to trap monsters better. Okay. So that trapper is probably something I placed on the ground? Oh, now I can buy this stuff. Wow, that's expensive. It would be nice if there's at least one of these every time I came in here. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm actually going to buy this. And store it so I have at least two. Just to have extra. What you got now? A bow. I don't think that means anything. Prize up. Spike? Wow, this stuff's expensive too. It's a lot of attack. Saw. It's also pretty strong, but a serious speed hit. The bow is weak, has a lot of speed. So I think the way canceling attacks works is if I'm faster, I get to go even if it's a buff. And if it's not a buff, they can just cancel it by hitting me. Oh, that's plus from what I've got. I see. That could be worth getting. So then do I want a bow? Probably... probably not. If it's there later, I'll get it. Right, okay. Wow, that is... I don't know what this spin-off does. Get enemy outforced and then surrender. No idea. The bronze shield also has recovery. I want to store this shell shield. Guess I then don't need the oak shield. Okay, so I'll sell the oak shield and grab a bow. I'm curious what that prize up does. So then I'm just gonna take the wood shield and the sword out and sell them. Oh, let's store one of those homers. And the shell shield. Actually, let's sort. Alright. So it looked like I could only store money in the thousands. Okay, so this sword and the wood shield. If that's the case, I can store most of what I've earned. I met someone I know. She also came to the shop. Okay. I came across an old friend of mine. Neat. Welcome, this is Mayor Louise's house. These are Ponga's mayor. Okay. Nothing new there. Hi Fox, I heard you passed the exam. Well, congratulations. So you'd like to be a higher-ranking adventurer. As your senior, I'll give you some advice. It's a bit long. Sure. The dungeon, there are many scary traps. The traps may be damaging, such as poison, an explosion, or a monster, or physically limiting, like darkness, leap, or fatigue. Huh. The trap's effects vary, and some require items to recover, such as poisons or curses. Remember, some attacks have the same effect as traps. Hope you become a great adventurer. Okay. So busy. What? Why so busy? You wouldn't understand. Today we clean, tomorrow we clean. Work. What was this? Oh, this is the arena. Yeah, I can't do anything in the arena. Sniff, he is nothing. What? That's strange. Where is the other one hiding? Oh, they found me easily. I'm asking her for directions. No, I'm not picking her up. Sure. Do you want to go to the arena? Okay. Came to print again, you must continue this kind of thing. You must save money for when you are weak. So yeah, if I had died any time in that first dungeon, I just would have nothing. I'd not even, couldn't even store the money to buy up anything. That's kind of ridiculous, actually. Hush. They will find me. Please go away. Thought I could go behind this. Whatever. It's weird that he just keeps running in a direction. Oh, she got picked up. Shoot, get out of here. Right, here's the ranch. Okay. Hey, it's you. Construction is behind schedule. It may take a little longer to open. As for compensation, I'll give you a monster trap. Trapper is in hand. Okay. So what good is that if I can't do anything with the monsters I trap? I mean, free item, but... Okay. In that case, I'm just going to store both trappers since I can't do anything with them. Yeah, I thought that it was going to be open now. And apparently it's not. So everything is after the forest, I guess. I'm very good. How about you? Yes, what do you want, kid? You come again, huh? You come to see me? Sure. What? Gladly. Well, I'll give you some advice for your adventure. Weaponry that seems useless can be combined to make them stronger. No, they can't. So that's apparently what the blacksmith does. It's not available, but thanks for... Okay. What? How do I do that? Well, sorry, but you've got to find out for yourself. I'm bound to silence. Why? Squeak, squeak. Why is that man squeaking? Oh, you've come again. That kind of bravery makes the man. It's what you need for this game, too. You got better and passed the adventurer's exam. Well, I'll tell you more another day. You didn't tell me anything. Yeah, there's no passing in town, apparently. From an old man that you can catch monsters, make friends with them, and use them to fight alongside you. Monster skills are different from your own. If you use them well, victory will be simple. No, one more thing. Skills may differ from monster to monster, even if they are the same kind. So try to get as many monsters as possible. So maybe I can trap one now. I just can't do whatever the ranch does. The ranch is probably like a monster combining thing. Ho ho, you've somehow passed this test. Well, for your success, I'll give this to you. Trappers in hand. Okay, they really want me to have trappers. Oh, a bit more. Let me go. You should give her up and go home. Then she will be mine. Stupid as he is very strong. I can't do anything with the old man now. Hi. Okay, so she's finally out of the way. Did you really drop it here? I can't find the storage key. Huh, okay. So, looks like everything unlocks after the forest. Talk to you yet? She's not here yet, but I'll keep waiting until she comes. Sure. So I now need to store my money. Okay, I was going to be really upset if it would not let me do that again. Okay. Do I want to go straight to the forest, or do I want to go back to the mine and grind up a bit? Well, I'm going to go ahead and check out the forest, I guess. There does not look like a lot of room for dungeons, though. I wonder if the mine expands after I finish it? Like if there's more than 3 floors? I would guess not. There's got to be something on that island. There's probably something on that peninsula to the south. There might be room for 2 on the right. But given the size of everything else, probably not. It's also entirely possible that there's just more that I could scroll to. That doesn't seem likely either. What? That's certainly music. Why does the forest music sound Arabian? Bowie. That's right, I was going to try out the bow. That's actually pretty good too. Bow is super fast though. Let's try it out. He looks so weird at holding that. Okay, that was scale shield. That is really good too. Not as good as what I got. And it's all buffs. Okay. No enemies yet. That concerns me. Okay, a snake that's not going to be a snake. So what is this? Okay, a strider. So the same enemy. Okay, freeze lowers their attack power. A tornado lowers their defense. Why call it that? Yeah, I'll try prize up. Because it's also supposed to do damage. Okay. And it gets me more money. Sure. Okay, him again. Just need to keep using recovery, I guess. Doesn't matter if it doesn't do anything, it blocks its attack. Okay, can one-shot them now. Okay, so they can have traps in chests. What the? Oh, what? Okay. That's weird looking. Schmack. No, it is not. No. This is my first time playing this, so this is not even on a scale yet. I suppose, but that's unlikely with the problems I've been having with it. It is. I just... Huh. So I just have the map. I wasn't expecting that. Another one. Huh. I don't get this damages allies. There was another skill that said that. Does it hurt my allies? What's the point of that then? What the? I see. So enemies can be in groups. So that means that that attack hurts the enemy's allies. That's weird. Okay. Let's see if I can actually get this off. And it did not. A lot of this game could use some work. Like this whole rock, paper, scissors system. Let's try this again. There we go. Oh, it only hits the ally. That's not useful. Okay. I got a lot of experience and money for having two of them there. Wow, my shield just got 3 levels up. Okay. Keep what I got. It could be. That's the first time I've encountered a battle like that, though, so I don't know how much is going to happen. I think I would actually just prefer a regular mystery dungeon style battle system than what they have here. I don't really like that the whole map is already revealed. I like that it's showing me the trap, though. Okay. This could be something tough. And it's not even an 8. Okay. Why does it even look like that? I'm gonna keep using scissors, so it needs to do something else. Sure. Okay. You just dropped a spear. I did not know that they could just escape. Huh. That could be a useful skill. What? So why? If that would also give more money, then why even have prize up? All this does is give me more money. Bird shield. How's my inventory looking? Slowly filling up. These aren't very good. Okay, I mean, at least it looks like a snake this time. Okay, don't know what those do. Absorb sounds bad. Nah, I'll just hit him with a regular attack then. What? Why is that you, Blue? Okay. That was a lot of damage. Wow. And the shield got 2 levels again. Huh. Oh, this thing. I'm getting plenty of antidotes now that enemies aren't able to use poison. I think I will actually switch to that second bow I got and build it up. Selling weapons, equipment that you build up seems to be the win move for money. Okay, now I got this again. And I don't have that magma ability anymore. Yeah. There we go. Okay, does that put me in battle with the partner? It does not. Interesting. Okay. Now that's not too bad then. It's still just, it's like a helper and he does nothing after. Well, I got more money and experience when I killed it, but it's not that big of a deal. Another antidote. You can't even walk at an angle around corners? Okay. What is that? Okay, increases movement speed. I almost filled my inventory again. Okay, just an attack called Snake. Sure. Okay. I could actually check what that does. Although probably not. This is a huge list, and you... Oh, it's right here. Never mind. It's poison attack. A lot of other skills have been hard to track down in there. All Cure. Huh. Sounds like it would be a good ability to have. Oh, they're worth a lot. I want to take Magma again, because that's a really good ability. Well, situationally really good. Yeah. Since poison is the worst thing ever, I need to stop anything that can do poison. This... Okay, I can move the map slightly. This place has not been difficult at all, so I'm going to go ahead and try the third area. Oh, and it's already over. Okay. What? It's you, Fox. Don't sneak up on me. What? Did my father ask you to come and look for me? Dad is suspicious. Hey, shut up. Did you see that? The kid's up to something. Something must be in the ruins. Should we go and have a little look? Of course she has to run off. Now we got a whole different dungeon inside the forest dungeon. Okay. And this one's still mapped out. What is mapping this out? No idea. Okay, whatever. I'll take it, I guess. Compass. Another antidote. They're just throwing them at me when... Yeah, they're just throwing antidotes at me now. And earlier I couldn't get one for the life of me. And now my inventory is full. Okay. Oh. I can get rid of a recover. And I have plenty of antidotes right now. We have a little bit of space. Okay, so what kind of enemies we got in here? Okay, it's just the owl that was out in the forest. For some reason I did not ever fight alone. And we got this thing again. But they've already got a sprite to represent humanoid enemies, so why is he an 8 on the map? Probably want this then. So of course he's just going to keep doing that. Shield got better. So it's still basically the same enemies from outside. just going to go ahead and use this. The owls also seem to... Whatever this is, the bird enemies seem to go out of the way to hunt me down too. So it's the birds and the slimes that go after me. And he just runs away. Okay. An actual bat this time too. Okay. I don't know what double does, but I know what pirate does. So... So I guess double probably does double damage, which sounds really dangerous. Let's see if I can find it in here. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's an attack twice. These can be pretty dangerous on enemies. What? Why does the percentage get worse for the higher level? Okay. Whatever. Oh, it's gonna actually heal. Wait. Oh, because I leveled. Then drop it. Okay. Wow. It's a lot of damage. Then I think I got... No, I don't have a buff. I thought I still had a buff. A G-bird? Sure. I don't know what Reflect does. So that Bye-Bye is probably an escape. Don't know what Knocker does. So I want to stop Curse. Yep. I expected that. Should actually see what some of this stuff does. I can even find them. Something had Tiger. Okay, just a regular attack. How is it powerful if it doesn't affect the damage? Okay. Yeah, I was right. Flash. So Flash is a damaging attack that does Blackout, and Blackout just does Blackout. Wow. There's just a 50% chance of killing an enemy. Okay, so that's... Okay, rollover sounds pretty useful. It hurts both the target enemy and the allies. Now I don't know what I was looking for. Absorb. Yeah, it does what I thought it did. So why even have these if there's already an ability that seals skills? Okay. Why is this not after risk hit 1? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Wow, so block the 2 skills at all the 2 seals at all costs. There's also another ability that does this. Why? What? What are these descriptions? So, Bye-Bye does what it said, what I thought it does. They just escape. But apparently they die, I guess? And Bye-Bye 2, they kill their partner. Okay. This is in here twice. What's this in here twice? Okay, so Knocker... Sounds like it's another lifesteal ability. But there's no kind of organization to that list, and it's pretty annoying. I guess I'll just take the stairs then. Okay. Same enemy. 2 of them. Okay, interesting. Let's try this. So it doesn't look like he got an attack at all. Okay, yeah. Block flash. Okay, Beard. That's an enemy name. Okay, I want to block Forget. I should have checked what it's trans all. Okay, that's probably like transfer all status effects. Wow. Oh, okay. So yeah, the allies are pretty... I keep forgetting to check what his attack abilities are, or his defense abilities, I mean, are. What? I don't think so. What was that? Are you, really? Well, I didn't know the game could just decide that you lose. Okay, I'm gonna start using save states because I'm not taking that crap. They're not gonna cheat me out of everything I own. And now I don't have the map. What gave me the map before? What did I have that gave me the map last time? There's nothing in my inventory, no item I used. Wasn't my equipment. Okay. I don't really know how bad Curse is, but I know how bad Sleeper is. So I can't even check what stupid skill he had. I think it was Knocker. That's Knuckler. Massacre. Okay. No idea. Why did that do absurd damage to me? No. That was stupid. There's no way he's that hard of an enemy. Am I gonna go through that cutscene again, too? Store it. Okay, I have a feeling I know what that does. Yeah, you just open the toolbox. That's pretty handy, but probably not going to carry one around. No, got another item to pick up here. Huh. I never encountered these out here before. On their own. Not especially concerned about most of those. Sure. Bird shield. Well, they're worth a fair amount of money, but a lot of the other enemies aren't worth hardly anything. Okay. I mean, knife is not bad, but it's nowhere near what I've got now. I would rather have the experience. Okay. I lost a lot of stats from that. I don't think increasing hit points will help, because whatever that skill was just kills you. It's kind of hard to tell where the north exits are in a section with this map. If there's one to the right of where that enemy is at, and it looks different, but it's... Why isn't it not just a path up? That's what the mine did. Oh, another item. think I've mapped the place out then. I think eventually I'd remember what kind of skills these enemies have, but it's not going to happen. That's not the ability I wanted. Yeah, just all the effects. Thanks, game. Nah. Huh. Thought I saved after doing that. I don't remember a mushroom being here. This thing. Why is it only getting buffs? Yep. Oh no, okay. Don't do the cutscene again. Just go into the ruins. I don't think I saw the humanoid thing last time either. Why have they not been using that for their native enemies? That's right, I want to stop the snake. Huh. I mean, yeah. Oh, sure, yeah, the Leafman can come along. Okay. How is she unarmed if she... Whatever. Okay, so where to stop burglar? So maybe this gets rid of the enemy in the back? I'll take this. Yeah. Yes, still no clue. And they're dark now. So what did I have that revealed the map? Oh, that could be bad. Because now she can use burglar. Not if I use this. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of damage. I think I was on the second floor of the ruins before that whatever crap was. Oh, okay, so he either attacks or goes faster, or defends or goes faster. Wait, what? He didn't do anything to stop me. Why did I do nothing to him? Whatever Bubble does, I'm going to stop. Why did I not attack then? These are just stupid enemies. I get the rock, paper, scissors moves just canceling your ability, but I didn't do one. And he didn't do anything that would actually stop me from hitting him. He buffed his agility. Why did I not hit him? Okay, got Bodhi. Thought about building that up, but it's going to be a significant attack loss. Like maybe I could go back to the mines and build it up or something. Okay, I didn't know he was in here. Or him, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what should be leveling up after this fight. I don't know what makes them respawn, but he respawned immediately after that fight. He was definitely not there. So apparently they can just buff, and then that means I don't attack. So speed is the best stat in the game, or the most important. That's not what I wanted to do. At least he didn't blind me as well. I should look up what bubble does. Whatever it is, I'm going to stop it. Okay, I think rather than go to the next floor, I'm going to go back to town. And I may actually just call the stream there. This has gotten me a little tilted. I was a really stupid enemy before. That attack does not do that. I can see what the attack does, and even though it's worded really stupid, it does not have anything to do with ridiculous damage. With everything else I'm fighting here, there's absolutely no way that there is that high a level of an enemy here. So I don't know. I have no idea what to think about that. Oh, I should see what this does. Huh. So I should worry about that too. That one enemy had that. Oh, that's just a speed debuff. Still, speed is super important, apparently. Okay, so I guess after this fight, I'm going to go back to town. What am I doing? I'm going to... A lot of other, or most other Mystery Dungeon games, you have a way to quickly leave the dungeon without using an item, like every so many floors. I haven't gotten to any 5th floor of anything, so maybe this does have that. Of course, you don't have what I want. I'm probably just going to store this. I wonder if I like save and reload, will the shop change its stock? I'll check that before I quit. I definitely want another bow. Those are really useful. Buckler. I should see what Reflect does. That's what I expected that to do. That's pretty useful. Wow, these are even better. Reflect. Return enemy moves as they are. As they are what? So I guess it does what it sounds like. It just reflects the attack. Okay, let's see. Check the shop again. I don't think this is going to change. I'll probably have to go into the dungeon to actually get the change. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, so I have to actually go into a dungeon and leave. That's really bad. Because the item I want lets me leave the dungeon. That's a lot stronger than the bow, though. The bow... It seems like certain weapons can only get certain skills. And the Arabic can only get buffs, apparently. Okay, store my money. I may try to do a bit of grinding off stream. I don't know about that, but I might try it. Alright. So that certainly is a game. The translation is poor. The combat is really bland. The rock paper scissors system isn't terrible, but just the fact that if they go faster, even if they don't do a move that cancels your attack, you don't get to go. That's really stupid. And whatever that move was that stupid enemy did, that beard used, that just one-shot me. That attack doesn't do that kind of damage. There's nothing in the description that says it's... I don't know. Well, we'll see how this goes, I guess. We made progress. I'm making getting levels, and you at least you don't start with nothing when you die. So there's that. You get no money. Yeah, I had no money, but you have equipment, so you can still go back in, and you're not naked, I guess. I don't know. Well, yeah, we'll see how this goes as I play. That's going to be it for today. Uh, Tomorrow I'm going to have to end earlier than this because I have to take my cat to the vet. I have a shorter game pick for tomorrow, but we'll see. Um, yeah, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Uh, I hope to see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.